Hello, you're watching Elouadihi TV and welcome to my first online guitar lesson. Today I'm going to be teaching Earth's Dust by Sylosis, which is one of the bonus tracks off their new album Edge of the Earth. I did a cover of this song last week and I've had a few comments from people asking me to do a lesson, so I thought I'd do one. It's a great metal song. It's got some really important fundamental techniques of metal rhythm guitar like down picking. It's also got some good sections for alternate picking, so I thought it'd be a great song to do a lesson on. So let's begin. Okay, so tuning wise, the song is in standard tuning, as is the rest of the Edge of the Earth album. I'm going to start off and have a listen to the intro, and I'm going to talk to you about how we play that. Okay, so as you can hear in that first section there, the intro just consists of power chords. The first section consists of a G sharp power chord, A, and a C sharp sus2 chord with a G sharp on the bass. So as a point of reference with that one, it is 4 on the E string, and then you've got the C sharp power chord on top. So you'll play all four, you'll play the E, A, D and G strings all together, so it sounds like this. So the first section is second time round, you've got the G sharp chord again, and then the last two chords this time round you've got an E power chord and then an A sus chord with an E in the bass. So that is so all together, putting both of those sections together, you've got G sharp, A, C sharp with the bass, G sharp, A, sorry, I'll say that again, G sharp, and E, and A sus2. So I'll play that again, putting it all together. Okay, so that's the chords of the first section of the intro. Okay, over the top of the power chords in the first section of the intro, you've got a picking sequence which goes like this. So I'll show you how to play that slowly. Start off with the 6th fret and the 7th fret on the D string, and you've got a pattern that goes like this. Now with this, you're going to play some of the notes percussively, so you're going to have a bit of palm muting going on. So firstly you go 6, 7, 6 on the D string, and then with your pinky you're going to hit the 9th fret of the G string, so you've got this. After that, you then go back to 7th and 6th again on the D string like this. So all together so far you've got. After that, you then hit the 8th fret and the 9th fret of the G string like this. So putting that all together very slowly. So that's the first part of the pattern. After that, you will then do the same thing again for the first few notes. You'll do that pattern again, 6, 7, 6, 9 on the G string, and then 7 and 6 on the D. Second time round, you'll hit the F sharp. Either you can do it on the 11th fret of the G string or on the 7th fret of the B string, but I prefer to do it on the B string, so you will go. So putting it all together again, you've got, and then the second time you'll go 6, 7, 6, 7 on the B string, and then hit the 8th fret and the 9th fret of the G string again. So putting that together very slowly. Okay, so next there is a dissonant chord pattern that follows the sequence, which is in the following fingering. If you put your pinky on the 13th fret of the G string, your index finger on the 10th fret of the B string, and put your third finger on the 12th fret of the E string. And the pattern, the first part, picking pattern you're going to play of this is G, B, E, B, which will go like this. After you've done that, you'll then switch from your third finger to your second finger and put that on the 11th fret of the E string, and then you'll then play this. E, B, G, B. So the first part with your third finger on the 12th fret of the E string is G, B, E, B, and then the second part is switching from your third finger to your second finger on the 11th fret of the E string, and then going E, B, G, B. So all together you've got this. Now make sure all of those notes ring in with each other to get that dissonant chord sound. After playing that, you'll then go back to the picking sequence and then play this to finish it. What that is you pick the 11th fret of the E string, the 12th fret of the B string, then the 11th fret of the E string again, and then the 9th fret of the E string. So all together, you've got this. Okay, so playing along with the first part of the intro, you've got this. And that's mixing like both the chords that you play and some of the picking part in that first part of the intro there. Okay, the next part of the intro is quite tricky. It requires a bit of hand stretching on the left hand and got some dissonant chord sort of movement going on. Kind of goes like this. So I'll show you how to play that. You might find this quite difficult at first. I actually recommend practicing this standing up. In fact, I recommend practicing everything that you do on the guitar standing up because it's more practical in a live gigging situation, which is more useful. So, playing this section, put your second finger on the 4th fret of the E string, put your pinky on the 6th fret of the D string, and put your first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. So, as you can see there with my hand, you've got quite a bit of a stretch going on. So this might feel a bit uncomfortable at first. If you feel any pain, you know, take a break from it for 5 minutes, but just keep practicing it every day. The pattern that we're going to be playing of this chord is E, D, G, D. So you've got this. The first time you do that, you've got your second finger on the G string. The second time round, you're going to be playing it with a low E on the low E string. So you're going to be doing this. So you do it once with the G sharp note, second time you do it with the E, third time round you do it with G sharp again. So you've got this. And then the fourth time round, the pattern changes. You've got the low E, and then you've got some strings and notes that run into each other. Put your third finger on the 4th fret of the B string, your first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and you're going to be playing an open high E. So you've got this. Nice. Okay, so putting the first part of that chord sequence all together, we've got this. Now the second time round is very similar. You're going to be playing but instead of ending with the first time, you're going to be doing this, which is basically 5 downstrokes on the E string, and then you're going to be playing an open E, and then F sharp, G sharp, A, and G sharp again, all on the E string, and all of these notes are palm muted, so putting that all together, you're going to be doing this. So playing the second part of the intro along with the track will sound like this. I'm now going to show you the last section of the intro. It is a palm muted alternate picking sequence which goes like this. Now that is played for a total of 8 bars, and this is going to be played all on the low E string. There are 2 main long patterns, each that last a bar long, and both of those basically play repeatedly, one after the other, all the way through the 8 bars. You might find this slightly tricky at first because the patterns are a bit funny on the fingers, so you might have to start off with a metronome and then slowly build up to speed, but let's get into it anyway. So in the first bar you're going to play this pattern. I'll play this very slowly so you get this. You're going to play 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 2. You're then going to play 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4. Ooh. So I'll show you that again slowly. You're going to play 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4. So that is the first pattern. The second pattern goes 2, 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 2. Play that again slower. Second pattern is 2, 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 2. So at full speed you've got okay, so putting both of those patterns together, I'm going to demonstrate them slowly now and show you again. Pattern is 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 2. I'm now going to demonstrate this at full speed with the track. And that is the end of the introduction for Earth's Dust.